Hi, everybody. Kim and I are so excited to introduce you to a brand new podcast for women, women anywhere, everywhere, any age. We are going to talk about anything and everything, all the things around women's desires, women's issues, women's things they can't talk about. We want to include you, so we already have some guests lined up. And then from those guests, we'll have two or three of our audience with whom what we've talked about resonates. So, hi Kim, where are
Hey, Susie.
where
This
are
is
you? Well,
exciting.
it is, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm talking from Somerset in southern UK, and Kim, who I feel is my sister from another mother, is in
Canada,
Canada.
Ontario, Canada. So we're right by all of the Great Lakes, pretty close to
Fabulous.
Toronto.
Oh,
So 4 hours from Toronto.
yeah.
Most people might
Yes.
figure that one out.
And we connected last year through somebody else and just felt very aligned. We both have a real passion for wellness and well-being in all its guises. Now, we've chosen to record this first episode to introduce ourselves on the hottest day of the year. England has a severe red weather warning, and also because Kim has always loved doing these things real and raw, where I have ATD, attention to detail. So I've always liked to sort of get it all right. So, in honor of Kim, we are not wearing any makeup because I thought, what could be more raw and real? And I have to also tell you that because of the heat, oh my God, I feel so liberated. I'm not wearing a bra. And Kim's partner is there, and he said, neither is he. And I said, oh, Greg, you will never know the blissful feeling of taking your bra off at the end of the day. And I pity all men for that. Well, actually, most men, because I know
Yeah.
maybe some do. So, Kim, why are we doing this, darling?
Oh my gosh, for so many reasons. But back to the bra thing, like women, I'm hoping as women listen to this podcast that they just take off their bras, right? I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember like the movement in the 60s, right? Burn your bra and whatever. But I think that's probably the bigger message that is Susie and I are both, I'm 66, Susie is, doesn't matter, 60,
Yes.
yeah,
68.
whatever. But we're all at that age where we just need to not give a shit, really. And so some of the things that we do obsess about or whatever, we want to learn together with the audience or whatever, like how we can leave those things and just
Mm,
not
mm,
they're
mm,
not a big deal anymore, right? Like, so
mm.
just make those things. But just a little recap. My history is actually doing radio. So I said to Susie, like being on video is not my thing.
Mm.
I did radio for 17 years. So I was just like talking into a mic to whoever was out in
Yeah.
the blue beyonder, right? So this is very different for me.
Mm. And is it out of your comfort zone?
Big time.
Oh, well, bravo you, because
Yeah.
that is, but to show your face and a naked face, which is very lovely, I have to say, because of
Thank you.
your warmth, and I think personality definitely shines out through the eyes and through the smile and in one's demeanor,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shines from you. So, but I applaud you for getting out of your comfort zone to do this because bottom line is we want to help other women. We want to help them
Absolutely.
feel good about themselves, not to worry what other people think. And in fact, one little line perhaps for our audience to go away with today is something I heard some time ago with what other people think of you is none of your business. And that's when we get to this age, we can let go what other people think of us, or
Yeah.
not to give a shit, as you quite wisely said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you were on radio, but you've also done other things with the health and wellness world, haven't you, Kim?
Well, yes, all in total, I opened up my first health food store in 1993. So we're
Mhm.
on 33 years of just doing every facet of health and wellness. So I've
Yeah.
done radio, I've done writing, I've done guest appearances, I've done speaking engagements, I've done the retail, I franchised. but all under the natural wellness
Yes.
umbrella.
Oh, yes.
But the
You asked.
radio show was massive. Like for me, the radio show was I feel one of my greatest accomplishments because it ran for 17 years. I was on two different local radio stations. So yeah, it was amazing. It was just
And if
amazing.
I may name drop on your behalf, I know that, and anybody in the sort of health and wellness and sort of mental health, personal development world will know this name of old. You interviewed Bob Proctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah, we did. And anybody that knows of Bob Proctor, he talks about like manifesting and the law of attraction, and so Greg and I had actually gone to an appearance that Bob was at in Toronto, Ontario.
Mm,
And Greg put his intention out, I'm going to meet Bob Proctor. And
mm,
sure enough, he did. He met him on the escalator. And then they talked at the bottom of the escalator. But so Greg asked him to be on our radio show, and he said sure and gave him the name of
fantastic.
his
You see, that's
publicist or whatever.
another little lesson there. If you don't ask, you don't get.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so where have I come from? Well,
Yes.
had very different journeys. Mine was pretty crappy for probably until I was 58, not solidly every single day. However, due to various elements of childhood, I grew up with very low self-worth, and I ended up marrying 3 times to controlling or dysfunctional chaps. That wasn't their fault, there was obviously a reason for it. And I realized after the third marriage ended that if my life was going to change, I had to change. And
Hmm.
that's where it all started for me about 10 years ago. And so I started learning, I did the inner work. Ultimately, I became a licensed mental toughness assessor and practitioner. Um, but you know what? I just love through my lived experiences, been there, done that, worn the t-shirt. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean to say that you can too, because you might be in a real fug or a phase right now. But the point
Right.
is, I've been fortunate and strong enough. I have an element of resilience, I think I must have been born with, and optimism. So I was fortunate to turn my pain into my passion and my purpose. So I'm
Hmm.
here to walk with you along the way in a slightly different way that Kim is, because Kim, oh, apart from the mental wellness, the physical elements of wellness, she is so talented and experienced with. So I think, I don't know how long we've been on here just now, but I think, what do you think? That's enough of an introduction for this new podcast, Kim. Do you want to say anything before we say goodbye for now?
Um, just that we really want to welcome input from anybody that hears this message.
Mm,
Like, what would you like to hear more of? Who would you like to speak to? What
yeah,
elements of wellness? What
yeah.
elements of being 60 plus? Like, what do you want? Because between Susie and I'm pretty sure, Susie, we could, either you and I talk about so many things, but guest people that you've lined up, so we're here for every woman,
Yes, yes,
everybody
and
listening.
and any age. We that's why
Yes. Oh, yeah.
my
Yeah.
other podcast is for sort of 50 plus, but we wanted to open this right up because
Yes.
with some of the challenges that women face, they're not necessarily 50 plus.
Right.
Got 2 guests lined up for the next couple of weeks, one of whom is all about weight and her lived experience of the issues and challenges and pain around that.
Mhm.
And so, we've got some fantastic people coming to chat with you. So if you like the sound of this, please like and subscribe and join us, and we will let you know when anything comes out because it should be once a week at least. We want to get this going and we want to get it right out there, unfiltered, unbound. So we'll see you all soon.
Yes.
Okay,
We're going
Kim?
to create a movement. That's what I feel. We're just going to
Yes.
start,
Yeah.
get women talking.
Get women talking and listening. This will be, in some respects, a safe space, although, of course, you must remember that it's going to go out there into the public domain.
Yeah.
So be prepared, be brave, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Susie.
Bye bye.